Welcome back, ESL, as this is going to be practice session number 2 in the next gen series. As drivers are getting ready to hit the track for the 10-minute practice session. And we are at Watkins Glen Roads course, where teams are desperately trying to figure out how to get some speed here at the Glen. Sometimes a road course could make or break your season. Especially in the playoffs, you want to have some speed on a road course. As most of the cars are out on the track. Everyone's pretty much spread out for the most part. As you can see, the Toyotas have a newer body style, very sleek looking. As well as the Ford Dark Horse. We also have the Chevrolet. As Easy from low fuel puts down the first lap time. A 1:13.074. We'll see how fast that time is. There's the 99 of the Brew Crew. Now it's Lotus on top of the board. A 112.614. In Lost City, they jump to the top. There might be a few more cars here. Northern Lights jumps up to third. The track is at 115 degrees. Still got about 4 cars that have not crossed the line for time yet. Some cars decided to go onto pit road, get some tires after the first lap, and come back out. So we still have Slava of the DLG, Aaron of the Brew Crew, the 45, and the 40. They still have not put any times down. And now it's the Brew Crew on top of the board with Kozak. As we have a little over 2 minutes to go. And then we'll have our 2-lap qualifier. There goes the 99 into the bus stop there. That is such a tricky part of the track. We've seen so many crazy things happen there. Now Sloth Racing up to 4th in the top 5. We'll see how well they do during qualifying. The track continues to cool down. 112 degrees. You can see the number 54's first lap around, it was 172 degrees. His last lap around 114. And you can see his lap times actually got faster as the track cooled down. So that right there shows you an effect of what track temperatures could do on the handling of your car. But it's kind of partly cloudy, so the sun keeps coming in and out. We have a minute to go. And Eric Kozak from the Brew Crew still on top of the leaderboard with Ani in second. And Lotus in third from a low fuel. And now it's DOG with the Slava on top of the board. They were on top of the board in the IndyCar. And here they are again. Showing that speed. As practice has ended, and Slava was the fastest. And from DOG and the Brew Crew was second fastest. Lost City third fastest. We'll see how this relates to the 2-lap qualifier and what type of track temps we'll have. Now it was Motorsports 307, their third fastest. They hadn't crossed the line yet. Even though the time has expired, if you're still running the lap, you can still finish the lap and get a time. So we might have a few more, or that might be it. We'll see. They have to cross the line. And that is it for practice. And we'll see what type of time Slava could put together here. He was the fastest. Now the track is a little warmer, up a few degrees, 117 degrees to start this qualifying. We have one more practice session to go. That'll be on Friday at Phoenix, and Phoenix is the last race on the schedule, and that is the championship race. So you definitely want to have some speed at Phoenix. You need some type of speed because there's only 4 drivers going head to head. We saw a few weeks ago what happened. Everyone was trying to fight, but some cars just fell behind, and they just couldn't make up the ground, and they couldn't win the championship. So you definitely just need that speed at Phoenix. What type of lap time can CJ put together first time around? He's not going to race it next year. He's racing 1987, but he is testing the car in these practice sessions. No better guy to do it. He is a proven winner in the league. As he goes around the final turn, turn 7. And it is Lotus and Eweezy 1 and 2 so far. .974. That is the time to beat. And it is Lost City on top of the board. 112.521 was the time, the fastest time. And it was Lost City 1 and 2. And then it's Sloth Racing in third. The 54 is third. The DOG fourth. Low Fuel fifth with Lotus. The 79 of DOG in sixth. O'Brien from 307 Motorsports in seventh. 307 Motorsports 7th and 8th. Northern Lights is 9th and 14th. Brew Crew 11th and 13th. And Sloss with 3rd and 12th. But Lost City 1 and 2 on the board in the front row. So they are showing a lot of speed on the road course. I'll be back in a minute for the start of the race. And we are back. We'll see what Lost City could do here. They are in the front row. We're going 25 laps in a normal race. The fuel run is 32 to 33 laps. In that second row is the 54 of Dougie from Sloth Racing. The 222 of Slava from DOG. Third row, low fuel, Lotus, DOG, Odeon. The fourth row, O'Brien. And the 40, both from 307 Motorsports. In the fifth row is Britain from Northern Lights and E-Wizzy from Low Fuel. Sixth row, Merle from the Brew Crew and Zoom from Sloth City. Sloth Racing. And the seventh row, Aaron from the Brew Crew and Rat from Northern Lights. We will have that long run speed here at the Glen. The track is at 115, which is around where we were for qualifying. As the pace car comes off the track, green flag waves, and we are underway here at the Glen for 25 laps. Zoom is holding on to third right now. There's a little battle there for fourth. That was Lotus and Slava. Lotus takes that spot away. A little further back here. As you see the 84 get a little loose in that turn. Everyone is pretty much single file now. The 73 holding on to the lead. Can he pull away? During the regular season at this track, we do have stages, but the caution flag does not come out. Everyone just keeps racing. But this only takes effect in the road courses. Ani with about a 4/10 of a second lead. You see the 45 of Cherry very loose. Opens up the door for the 51. They're side by side heading into turn 6. And the 54 might take that spot. He's holding tough. Bill Cherry sneaks right back in and takes it right back. Never really lost it, but he almost did. That battling for second helped the 73 pull away. But right now it's Doug Britton of the 84. He has the fastest lap. And the cloud cover has taken over here a little bit. The temperature has dropped down to 112. He's trying to battle the 84. Ani's still in control. Cherry gaining a little ground back up to the 73. They're both teammates. They are 1 and 2, and that's Dougie from Sloth. He has moved up to 3rd. We have one more test race on Friday at Phoenix, and that will conclude the practice sessions for the off season. And owners have until tomorrow night to get their builds in if they're gonna make any adjustments. Now Cherry's all over the bumper of the 73. Can he try to battle for the lead here? These two cars have been fast. The 45 has had the fastest lap so far. Man, the track has cooled down to 108. The sun has just popped back out. As we do a rundown of your top 10. We have the 73 of Lost City. He is first. The 45 of Lost City second. The 54 of Sloth Racing in third. The Lotus from Lowfield fourth. Slava from DLG fifth. Odeon from DLG 6. Michi from 307 in 7th. Number 84 of Britain, Northern Lights in 8th. Another 307 Motorsports car in ninth. And Easy from low fuel rounds out your top 10. He's still in the lead by about 0.4 of a second. So we're about 7 laps in out of 25. So we have a battle for fourth. Slava was trying to get by the 54. Slava gets very loose there coming out that bus stop. 125 of Lee trying to capitalize, trying to look to the outside. He gets a little wide, opens the door for Odeon. Now those two are side by side. This is for fifth. And Lee gets the upper hand and holds on to that spot. As you can see, a few cars getting wide there. Britain moves up to 7th. Now the teammates of 307 Motorsports going at it here. This is for 8th. One of those drivers gets wide and E-Weezy moves up to 9th. He's still in the lead by the same amount, 0.4 of a second. But they have pulled away from the third place car of Sloth Racing. The Sloth Racing made some adjustments yesterday to some of their cars. And they had shown today, I mean, he's in third. Their other car is not doing as great. He's in 12th, but at least you have one car in the top 5. It's about 2.5 seconds back from the leader. Sherry's about 1 second back from the 73. And she's very loose coming out that bus stop. As we're getting close to the halfway point, we're gonna start seeing some drivers start to fade. Slava trying to look to the inside of the 54 there. We'll see if he could get to the side of that 54, and he does. They make contact coming out of 1. Now they're side by side. This is for 3rd. Slava looks like he's going to take the spot away, and he does. There's the 299 of E-Weezy. He's going to take 8th away from the 40. He's up 2 spots. Sawyer, he's in 14th, and in front of him is the 99 of Kozak and the Brew Crew. But Lost City, man, they're 1 and 2, and they have pulled away from everyone else. They had a good run in IndyCar as well. That 45 is extremely loose, though. He's struggling every time he hits that bus stop. But they have pulled away from that third place car of Slava. They're about 3 seconds ahead of the 222. But it has been a good week of practice for a lot of these teams. You know, regardless if you win or not, it's just about testing new things, collecting the data, and then making the best decision as far as what you're going to go with to start the season. You know, this is what all these practice sessions are about. It's just trying to get a feel for things, and once the schedule comes out, you know, you look at your practice sessions, you look at the schedule, try to see what are your strengths, and hopefully make the best decision you can of what you're going to go with and how you're going to adjust that build during the season, you know, depending on the schedule. For the next gen series regular season races, we're gonna probably look at, we're still gonna have our stages, but we're gonna have one stage that'll be the longest stage, which will probably be the third stage, which will be the third stage in every race. There's the 125. Can he get by the 54? He gets a little too wide. Now Odeon might make the pass here, but Lotus Lee closes that door very quick. We only have a few laps to go here at the Glen. The 45 of Bill, he has the fastest lap so far. Even though he's been a little loose, I mean, he's still been putting together some good lap times. To look at the 73's 3 out of the 4 laps, these last 4 laps, he's been 3 of them been in the green, and that's what you want to see. That shows the consistency of your lap times. We'll see what he gets here when he crosses the stripe. He still has 3 out of the 4 in the green. .45 has a little mix of 2 green, 2 red. And CJ, 3 out of the 4. His last lap wasn't the best one, but the other 3 were pretty good. He is currently in 3rd. Then we go a little farther back to the 54 of Sloth Racing, and all his last 4 laps were green. See O'Brien, the last 3 out of the 4 have been red, which that's not what you want to see. Now it's 50-50 there, as his last lap was much better. The 73 has pulled away. Continues to gain more time on the 45. But either way, Lost City's 1 and 2. And they got about 2.5 seconds on the rest of the field. So that shows you how much speed they have right now. Slava still holding on to 3rd. He's pulled away from the 54. Gets by the 99. Moves up to 13th. So 73 crosses the line. 8 more laps to go here at the Glen. Sloth Racing still in 4th. Screen a little distance from the 125 of Lotus here. And it's Odion in 6. Ani still with a 1-second lead over his teammate, the 45. As we'll have 6 to go this time by. And unless the 73 makes a bad mistake, he will win this practice race. You know, teams have already started signing drivers as free agency opened up this week. So if you are a driver in the league that needs a team, there's still some teams that need some drivers. As we have a battle for 6. And that was Doug Britton. He takes the spot away from the 79. Like I was saying before, if you're a driver in the league and need a team, there's still teams out there that need to fill some spots. If you go to drivers needing a team channel, that is the best place to try to find a team. Free agency actually closes in a few days. So if you're a veteran and do not sign with a team before the deadline, you'll be driving without a team for the rest of the season. If you're a rookie, you can sign on to a team at any point during the season. So there's a little more flexibility for rookies. As we have 4 laps to go in this one. Ani's still in control. Lost City brought some fast cars to the track today at the Glen. The 73 has lost 0.2 of a second to the 45. We'll see if he can finish out the race as your leader. The 45 still has the fastest lap in the race. And your biggest mover is the 84 of Britain, up 3 spots, trying to make it 4. If you can get past the 125 here in the next 2 laps. That 54 got very loose, almost opened the door for the 125. As Ani comes out the final turn, 2 laps to go. Still a 1-second lead. He had lost 2/10, but he gained them right back. But the top 3 have pulled away from the field. There's Slava from DLG. Right now, your top 3 teams with the speed is Lost City, DLG, and Sloth Racing. Some of these cars have been getting stronger and stronger the longer this run goes. As the white flag waves here at the Glen, the last lap. Then the 73 qualify on the pole, and he's gonna finish your winner. Unless he makes some crazy mistake here in his last few turns. But it's been smooth sailing for the Lost City team, as they're gonna finish 1 and 2. We'll see what they have in store in Phoenix. There's a few cars trying to battle towards the end here. Last minute gains here. But the 73 of Lost City wins at the Glen. And they finished 1 and 2. Slava finishes 3rd from the DLG. Dougie 4th from Sloth Racing. And I just saw low fuel bonus drop down. Not sure. This is all unofficial, but right now it's showing him 8th. So the DLG finishes 3rd and 7th. Sloth finishes 4th and 12th. Northern Lights 5th and 13th. Low Fuel 6th and 8th. 307 Motorsports 9th and 10th. And the Brew Crew 11th and 14th. But as teams know, a road course is a different animal. It's not oval, it's totally different. So what worked for you in the oval doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work for you in the road. There's not many road races on the schedule. It could be 2, it could be 3, but either way, there's not many. but you still need that speed on the road because come playoff time, if if your driver's in the playoffs, he's gonna have to do well on the road. If not, he could be eliminated and he might not advance to the next round. So you have to have some type of speed on road, even if it's a top 15 car. You just do not want to have a bad car um, on the road. And sometimes you just get bad luck. You could wreck or something. But if you don't, you just want to place well in hopes your driver can still advance with points. So, I mean, that's the name of the game in the playoffs in the next gen series. But it's been a great day of testing. We'll see if teams make more adjustments. Next week, we will be at Phoenix. And that's where all roads lead to Phoenix. So that's where we finish the season every season. Um, so you want to be fast at Phoenix. If you have teams that are drivers that are trying to race for the championship, you need that speed there. In order to win the chip, you gotta have the speed there. Um, so we'll see if teams decide they want to try something different or stay with what they got and hope they test well. Again, this is just test. Once the season starts, it's a full field. You have 37 cars on the track. Everything changes. Things get wild. So right now everything's kind of calm because we only have 14 cars on the track, so it's a lot more different during the season. And then you got to factor in pit stops. Um, so there's a lot of factors during the regular season, but this is just a good way for teams to gauge uh, where they're kind of at and kind of adjust things and try to figure things out. Um, so everyone has until tomorrow night, as far as the team owners, to make adjustments if you want to. And we'll finish the practice sessions on Friday. That'll be the last practice session of the off season, and then things start really kicking into high gear. The schedules will come out, and teams will start building their drivers, and we'll go from there. So every week is a week closer to the start of the regular season. But like always, thank you for supporting the stream and the league. I will see you guys next time.